Round of wild weather slamming into Utah, golf ball size hail, heavy rain, flooding and strong winds. It's wreaking havoc across the Wasatch Front and beyond tonight. Yeah, these are all videos that our viewers sent us tonight during the storm and of course in the aftermath of the storm as well. And check this out. So much hail in Linden that UDOT had to bring out snowplows on I-15 to help clear it off. This is video we shot from our UDOT camera about 2 hours ago now. Snow plows in August, certainly not the norm. You can see the plows on the shoulder there, moving all of that hail off to the side of the interstate so traffic can safely move through. Talk about a wild day. Hey, behind us, I-15 earlier today when it was flooded from Lehigh all the way to Orem. Made for some tough travel on the highway if you were commuting. Thanks for watching tonight. 2 News at 10. I'm Mark Cabell. And I'm Heidi Hatch. Multiple reports right now of flooding throughout northern Utah following this afternoon's storms. Tonight we have live team coverage from Utah to Tooele County. We want to begin with Jamie. She's going to show us some damage in Orem. They're one of the harder hit areas today. Jamie?
Stonebrook condominiums that we're talking about, they're on 1204 West, 1420 North. We have video from inside of one of the units from earlier. The entire apartment flooded. It literally flooded. Water all over the floors. You can see people going through there trying to figure out what they could salvage. People were inside just doing what they can to dry out. They were using a shop vac along with fans. Oh, that is such a mess. No one wants to go through something like that. Okay, so this is what it looked like a couple of hours after the storm hit. You can see how much flooding debris was in the parking lot. People were trying to get water out of their homes. Even cars got damaged with all of the flooding. We talked to some of the people that were impacted, and it was just incredible to see all of this. And obviously, they're going to have a lot of cleanup to deal with. Not fun at all.
I was freaking out that there was going to be no way for me to get out. And I was like, well, obviously it's not just going to rain and rain and rain, but like if it does, like what am I going to do? Because it was just like flowing through.
So all of this cleanup will take days, if not weeks, and we will be following up on the damage in the coming days. On the live desk, I'm Jamie McGriff.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Turning now to Tooele County, where the Jacob City burn scar is still causing headaches a couple of years after the fact. Yeah, kind of a muddy mess today. Now, the fire happened back in 2022. The scar that it left behind caused flooding in Soldier Canyon today, shutting it down for at least tonight for cleanup. And that's where David Ochoa is right now. And David, flooding is a regular thing out there because of this burn scar.
Yeah, that's right. The fire destroyed much of the vegetation that's on the hill, and because of that, anytime there's significant rainfall like we had today, it causes flooding out here. And because of that, Soldier Canyon is now considered high risk. Now, today's storms caused some mud, debris, and other heavy runoff in the canyon. Some fields were flooded, but other than that, there wasn't much property damage. And since this has become a common thing, the county and other agencies have been working to mitigate any kind of the flooding damage.
Since 2022, we've been working with the NRCS and a number of governmental groups to devise some low water crossings and some erosion control structures to slow the water as it's coming down slope. And today it worked like it was intended to.
Now it's dark, so I know you guys can't see or really even hear, but that stream that you saw in that video is actually just right behind us right here. And as you can see, the road is closed here, and there are plans now to clean up everything. So yes, it will be closed for at least tonight. But for right now, reporting live, David Ochoa, KUTV 2 News.
All right, our team coverage continues. People in Eagle Mountain in the neighborhood there had to quickly get out tonight. It was a race against the weather, and their basements hung in the balance. Brian Malahy's live for us in Eagle Mountain tonight. And Brian, the rain became a threat in a real hurry there.
Yeah, the wind was fierce here as well near Autumn Drive at Harvest Lane. There was a gate ripped off the shingles and a trampoline thrown in the backyard. And here in the basement at Allie Hess's house, the cleanup is on. This is the way it looked outside this evening, a downpour that lasted for close to an hour.
Can you see this?
And this was at the place Allie and her family call home.
It was a little bit scary, not gonna lie.
Drying out a basement tonight after a weather trifecta. Wind, rain, and something else.
And the hail just starts coming down, and it was huge.
It was blowing rain, too, is what it was doing, just blowing.
Stephen Jessup, a few doors away, had a new pond in his backyard this evening. He and his kids sandbagged to keep their basement dry. Have you ever experienced a deluge like this?
No. No. It's my first time. I haven't. No, that was bad.
You were no match for
No
this
match.
storm.
Absolutely no match. It just came out of nowhere.
So does she think that she weathered this storm better than she thought, given the way that it was raining and the wind was blowing and the water was coming into the window wells and right into her basement? She said, ask me in a couple of days. Live in Eagle Mountain, Brian Malahi, KUTV 2 News.
Brian, thank you. I think a lot of families going to be saying that same thing. Back in Orem tonight, some people having fun with the storm. Take a look at these photos from the police department. They say the skate park now doubles as a kayak park, maybe a swimming pool.
Or a pond, yeah, easy to see why. All of the pits there filled with water and people just jumping in and having fun without their skateboards. After a wild afternoon and evening, the calm after the storm, so to speak.
Yes, we want to check in with meteorologist Chase Thomas, and with that first alert forecast, I think everyone's wondering, are we done?
It looks like it. We are drying out after a very wild afternoon and evening, especially down in Utah County. Take a look at Vineyard, where we had reports of quarter and golf ball size hail with winds gusting over 60 miles per hour. Anytime you get that severe thunderstorm warning, you have to take these storms seriously. And of course, a lot of water all at once causing flooding in the Orem area, especially localized and urban flooding. When you get all that hail, it kind of clogs those drains and it's easier for that water to really pile up and flood. Look at these rainfall totals. Linden, just under an inch of rain that happened in less than an hour. Eagle Mountain, 8200ths. Moab, 3/4 of an inch. Harriman, over a ½ inch of rain. And Richmond and far northern Utah, about a ½ inch of rain. You can see these severe thunderstorms quickly race through the Wasatch Front earlier this afternoon. This evening, a couple lingering light showers for our friends towards the southern end of the Wasatch Front and across the Wasatch back, but by later tonight, especially after midnight, we will be dry. Temperatures, they're pleasant and a little on the cooler side right now in the 60s and 70s, and we'll stay in the 60s tomorrow morning as we head into the afternoon, below average in the mid to upper 80s under mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Should stay dry tomorrow in Salt Lake City, but there could be a couple pop-up thunderstorms in our state.